I'm hoping that you all had a lovely Mother's Day. I truly believe that God made mothers special, and there's no way to measure what they give up for our sakes to raise us as children. You know, you cannot even measure the time that they give and the time that they spend with us, taking care of us, teaching us things. Nobody can even put any kind of price tag on what it's worth. And you don't really realize just how much they mean to you. I mean, you do realize it when they're alive, but when they've gone on to be with the Lord, you sure do wish they were here. I captured a few beautiful roses on Mother's Day, and I just wanted to share some of the pictures I took to show you the beauty that I feel for my mother, and that I just long for the rapture resurrection event to be reunited. Nothing I could possibly say could possibly cover how grateful I am for my beautiful mother and the closeness that I had with her. It really wasn't possible for me to do a Mother's Day video. When you have such a gigantic loss in your life that turned everything upside down, it's a struggle just to get through every single holiday, every single birthday, her birthday, Passover, just everything we celebrated together, every Mother's Day. And I'm just grateful that God put a couple of kind strangers in my path yesterday. As for the rest of everyone else, I never heard one word about Mother's Day. I can't thank God enough for the mother that He gave me, and the grandmothers that He gave me, and my aunts. I'm so grateful for them. I'm so grateful for everything that they dedicated themselves to, self-sacrifice, to make sure that I had a better situation and a better life. And everything they taught me cannot even be measured. And surely they will receive many crowns in the heavenly kingdom. All of them are already there. So I didn't have anyone to celebrate Mother's Day with. And I couldn't do a video because, I don't know, some people don't get it. Some people don't understand or have compassion. But it's such a huge change and very difficult to get used to, especially when something like Mother's Day comes around and you don't have anyone to celebrate it with. So I'm very grateful for a couple of strangers that God sent into my path, not from my channel. So everything that I am is because of what my mother taught me, the kind of person she taught me to be. And she was the most faithful, loyal, and honest person that I've ever known. And one of the reasons I miss her is because she had unconditional love, and you could always count on her. And I don't find too many people that are that way, where you can count on them. You know, they come and go. They withdraw their love or support. And I just miss Mom so much. And one of these days soon, we're going to see our loved ones. And I can't even begin to measure what my mother did in my lifetime to just influence my life, teach me about Jesus from the earliest age, so that I've been a believer ever since I was little. And I'm very grateful that I had such a beautiful human being that was dedicated to the Lord, always read her Bible, always marking scriptures and writing note cards of scriptures, and listening to the audio Bible. And a lot of times she was underappreciated. So I tried to show my appreciation to her, tried to be there for her always, and I hope that it counted for something in the heavenly kingdom. So I took a few pictures on Mother's Day of some of the roses that I saw at a greenhouse, and some of the beautiful things helped to remind me of her and my grandmothers. You know, I think about all of the women in the Bible that were pretty much kind of ignored, but we have no idea everything that these people did in their lives that made a difference in our lives. We can't begin to even thank them enough. And I hope that if you have a mother and grandparents still living, that you think about them. Think about what they've given up for your sake and how much they dedicated themselves to teach you everything that they know. May God soon bring about the resurrection rapture event, and may we soon see them again. Again, I could not make a video about this Mother's Day because I just needed time with the Lord and time to ponder everything. It's one thing to lose your mom, but to lose your home at the same time, immediately afterward, is life-changing, and sometimes it takes more than a year or two to figure this out and to get things back where they should be. So I just pray that you all had a blessed Mother's Day, and I hope you were with your mothers. And if not, know that there's the promise of their resurrection, and we will be with them again. And I pray that we will soon. Happy Mother's Day, belated yesterday, to everyone. And I'll show you some of my pictures. one more thing I wanted to add that happened rather unexpectedly on Mother's Day evening. It was around 7 p.m. and I was in my room. I suddenly noticed that the sky got real dark in the east and the sun was shining in the west, and that's usually when you see a rainbow. So of course I grabbed my camera to go out to look for the rainbow, and I never did see it, but some people posted that there was a very brilliant double rainbow, and apparently you could see it just south of where I was. I stood there for quite some time waiting for it to form, but it was more down that way. So some people posted it and showed what it looked like, so I'm going to show you a couple of the pictures of that too. So it's kind of neat because, you know, it was a sign of God's covenant, that He has not forgotten His covenant with us. And to me, it's a sign of love. He would always do that on the day that my kitty cat passed away, and suddenly there would be this glorious double rainbow over our home. And I would run out in the backyard and take pictures from the little mound, and it was so gloriously beautiful. But this happened really just as the sun was starting to set, and I went back and looked at my picture of the sun coming through, and you could see this really neat ray coming down. And then I show on the opposite side what the dark sky looked like. So I was standing there, it started to sprinkle on me, and I was praying about my mom and my grandmothers, that we would soon be together. And here came this glorious double rainbow too. So it was really a blessing, and I'm thankful to God that He brings these things to comfort your heart and comfort my heart at a time when I can't even express how, when somebody passes away that's that close to you, how it affects every single thing in your life. Mainly because we lived together, we wanted to live together, and my mom needed assistance, and so I helped her out. She was handicapped. On a daily basis, I helped her, and then she became bedridden the last few months of her life, and so I was there with her 24/7, taking care of her. And then, you know, she went back to the hospital for 5 days and then passed away. So it's really, really something you can't even imagine how many things this affected. Everything from, you know, not having a home anymore to having all the trees cut down. A lot of them my mom planted 45 years ago and had us help her as children. I just wanted to tell you that God brought these beautiful roses in bloom at this time, and this incredible double rainbow. So I realized this person at the restaurant put their arm around me and hugged me. And do you know that I have never even had one single hug for the death of my mom? Not one person put their arm around me or hugged me or said how sorry that they were. So it's very, I just broke down and started crying. A gentleman walked up out of nowhere and handed her some money to pay for my dinner and a strawberry shortcake. So God does miraculous things when you least expect it. I'm very grateful for that, and couldn't stop crying. And the waitress was putting her arm around me. She sat down in the booth and just held me, and I broke down sobbing. So I'm grateful that God sends some kind people, because they're kind of hard to come by. You know, you'll find there's a lot of Christians that don't have any compassion. They don't want to support you. They don't, you know, you'll get these people that come on your channel and say things. They don't even know anything that's happened. So anyway, God forgive them, and I thank God for what He did for me on Mother's Day to try to comfort me and bring me some little piece of happiness to remember my mother and my grandparents and my grandmothers and my aunts. Anyway, I'm just expressing some things. Kind of needed to spend some time alone with the Lord. Sometimes I just go through these grief periods where I'm thinking about things and trying to figure things out, how to resolve the situation and get a place to permanently live. So anyway, I will talk to you in the next video. God bless. I'll see you later. And hope you had a blessed Mother's Day. Shalom for now. See you later.